Welcome to IDB, everyone. It is Andrew here. When Apple announced the new iPhone 8, the 8 Plus, and the iPhone 10, one of the flagship features was wireless charging. And one of the premier wireless charging pads that was announced at the time was the Boost Up pad from Belkin that Apple actually debuted inside of the keynote itself. It works with the iPhone 10, the 8 Plus, and the 8, or really any devices that work with that Qi wireless charging. It has all the basic stuff built in. It's got a 5-foot cord included, so you don't have to worry about providing your own power cord and anything. And it will go up to 7.5 watts of power, which is more than many of the other ones that will only do 5. You have to look for specific ones that'll do different ranges of charging. Of course, when the iPhone actually launches, it will only support 5 watts of power. So currently the 8 Plus only support 5 watts. The iPhone 10 will only support 5. But later this year, Apple will be upping that to 7.5. When that time comes, the Boost Up charging pad will work just fine. This does come with its own charging adapter. It is fairly thin, which I was definitely surprised by, and it's not too high in the top, so this will easily work with 2 different plugs in your outlet, something you always have to be cognizant about. And it also has its own kind of proprietary tip. Now there's good things and bad things to this. One, it works really nicely when it's plugged in because it's curved and it matches the curve of the pad, so it's like a nice little touch that they've put in there. But on the other side, it's not just a standard micro USB cable or something you could swap out to make larger or shorter as you need to. You do have to use the one that comes with it. It is 5 feet in length, which is pretty solid, but if you ever need it to be longer, you wouldn't be able to change it out for your own cord. Just something small to take into consideration. There is one sole little LED light that as you have your phone charging on it will light up. That'll let you know the status of your phone so you can just see at a glance. I like it. It's not too obtrusive. We've seen some other ones that are excessively bright and it's like blindingly bright, especially at night. So this is a nice subtle little LED. It's nice and small, so it's not going to blind you the entire time. So let's take a look at the pad itself. It is fairly lightweight. It's kind of in the middle as far as weight goes, but it has a really nice soft touch finish around the outside with an additional ring of like silicone rubber around the top and on the bottom. So overall it feels really, really nice. The bottom is kind of this polished plastic around the edge with a silicone foot, so it's not going to slide around on your desk. And you can see how that USB cable was the power cable was curved to fit. Now because all of that soft touch just feels nice to the touch when you feel it, it'll also protect your phone from ever getting any scratches or anything from your charging stand, which would be the last thing that you would want, but it also holds it on there really, really well. And in fact, I can pretty much hold it almost completely vertical and the phone maybe just starts to move a little bit. I really like it because it doesn't feel like it's being stuck on there at all, but it's got incredible holding strength to prevent your phone from ever kind of sliding off this. So it holds onto your desk really well, and then your phone holds onto this. So I just feel a lot better about kind of just dropping my phone on here without having to worry about it kind of tumbling off or the charger sliding around my desk. It also works with mini cases. Not any that are exceptionally large, pretty much about 3 millimeters thick, which is fairly solid for most cases. An OtterBox is probably not going to work, but many of the other cases on the market definitely will. Apple says they work directly with Belkin in the creation of this charging pad to make sure it charges the iPhone as efficiently as possible and up to that full 5 watts or 7.5 watts of power. It is completely fanless compared to some others, so it has a completely silent operation, and overall it's going to be one of the best bets that you can get. This and Mophie were the 2 that Apple kind of debuted and showed off, and some of the few that you're going to find in Apple stores. If you want to pick one of these up for yourself for your new iPhone 8, 8 Plus, or iPhone 10, you can find the link below in the description. Let us know what you think or what your favorite Qi wireless charger is down below in the comments. Subscribe, and until next time, it's Andrew for IDB.